This is my couch, and it's kind of a mess. This is a sofa bed we got like 6 years ago, and we used it as a bed for a while. And it's the only couch I've ever actually bought like full price and brand new. And for almost 3 years, my partner and I shared it as our actual bed, so it got a little worn out, and the cushions are not super comfy. And we started using a mattress topper to make it a little more comfortable because you could feel the boards between it, and neither me nor my partner are, super tiny people. So, it got a bit of a workout for a few years. And now it's just the basement couch, and I still have these mattress toppers, but I cut them to fit the more L shape now that we separated the ottoman attachment part. And I was like, I can sew, so I'm going to make this into a cushion instead of just this, loose, sofa piece, this loose mattress topper. It's really comfortable. It just looks like shit. And so I decided I would sew. And I do have a sewing machine, but I much prefer sewing with my hands. And for a lot of years, I learned how to sew when I was really little, and friends and everyone always sees me as the craft person and the seamstress, and I'm really not that good. I kind of fiddle with stuff, and I just take my time. I'll watch some TV and I'll work on a project. And this took a long ass time. I ended up getting a blister at one point. Anyways, let me tell a little about this couch. So we got this couch about 6 years ago, and yeah, after a while, we got the mattress topper because, like I said, you could feel the boards through it. But then the ottoman part, so it's like an L shape, and then there's the ottoman part, which now we use as an ottoman. But it used to attach to the couch, and that was the side I slept on, and Jordan slept on the other side. Well, that ottoman, it started to kind of not stay attached to the rest of the couch. So it would like slowly drift out away from the couch, and I'd find myself like in this nook, kind of wedged between the pieces, but still on the mattress topper holding me up. And so we had to zip tie it to the feet of the couch in order to hold it in place, which kind of worked. And then it has this mechanism that helps it pop up in order to be used as a couch, or to pop down to slide up under so that it's just the couch instead of the extra piece. And well, that mechanism stopped locking in the up position. So I'd be sleeping, I'd go to roll over, and the whole half of my body would just go boom, fall to the ground. It was not fun. A little terrifying when it happens to you in the middle of the night. It's a really terrible way to be woken up. So we were trying to figure out how to get it to stay up, and found if we slid this board up, kind of wedged it in, it would hold it up. But over time, this board started deteriorating and cracking, and it wasn't holding it up anymore because my fat ass, wore it down. And then one day when that had failed, I came home, and my partner Jordan, he had shoved a couple of his books under there, and he didn't have a lot of possessions, so his books were really special to him. And I immediately pulled the books out. They were already had like creases in them just from holding the weight of the ottoman up. There was no way I was gonna actually lay on that and completely shred his books. And he's like, why'd you move it? I'm like, well, I don't want to destroy your books. You already don't have a whole lot. So yeah, we ended up getting we have some bricks that we were planning on doing a fire pit with, but then the landlord said we can't do an in-ground fire pit, and I don't know. So we have these bricks, maybe I'll use for a garden or something, but we, Jimmy rigged it to help hold it up, and that worked for a while. And then, yeah, this bed has been through some shenanigans, and so I want to make a cushion for it. Now, I still may do some adjustments to this cushion because I find that the stuffing kind of shifts, and I keep having to fluff it, and yeah. And I still have to make the second cushion, which I have learned from the first. So I did a strip to give it more width, but I feel like I didn't need to do that. So I was sewing twice as much as I needed to. I think I'm just going to take, this is an old sheet, and I have a couple other old sheets that are for queen size, because we had a lot of people that lived in the house for a while, a lot of young people that didn't have places to go, and so they lived with us, and mine and Jordan's room was the basement, and it was kind of like having our own separate unit away from everybody else, and that's where we chilled. And so we spent a lot of time on this couch just chilling and relaxing and doing fun stuffs. And so yeah, it's kind of special, and I want it to last a little while longer. So yeah, this might be kind of janky, and I'm sewing from an old, this is part of my old sheet set, and I think the other extra sheet thing I plan on using is red, so it'll be super matchy. I got these cover things on Amazon, and I thought they were actually, so I didn't want to sew these because it's big and it's a lot of sewing, and I don't want to bring out the sewing machine because setting it up and all that, and I feel like such a newbie with the sewing machine that at least by hand, if I fuck it up, I've only done a few stitches. It's simple enough, it's slow enough. If you fuck it up with the sewing machine, it goes so fast that you got a whole lot of stitches to take out. And I don't even know what the kind of stitch is, but it's the kind where you do like a loop knot each stitch, and that way if anything busts or comes unraveled, there's already a single knot in place on every single stitch, so it takes it a little longer to unravel. So I don't know if any of y'all seamstresses, people who actually know what they're doing, know what that stitch is called. Is that a blanket stitch or quilt? I don't know. I learned when I was really little, and I've picked up a few things over the years. But yeah, so I'm sewing this, and yeah, I'm running out of things to say, and there's still a few more minutes. If you're still here, yay, thanks for joining. Consider like and subscribe, and I don't know, comment thingies, I don't know. But this is my project. You know, considering how poorly I do so and my weird ideas, and you know, it's not a perfect cushion, but it does the trick. And I think a lot of people have more skills than they actually give themselves credit for. Like, I can recognize that I'm not some fabulous seamstress, but notifications when I'm recording. It's okay, lady. I'm all right. She just looked at me like I'm crazy. But yeah, I think a lot of people have more skills than they give themselves credit for. So if you know a little bit of sewing, you might be able to do something probably better than this. It's all just about what you have an idea for. And this whole cushion will end up costing me about $10 because I had to buy a new set of needles, which was like $2 and something, because I'm always losing needles and I couldn't find any of my needles, so I just bought a set of like 30 assortment needles. And then I bought a spool of purple thread, and it's more of a bluish purple instead of this plummy purple, and so it's the wrong shade of purple, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, all in all, this cushion, everything else it's an old sheet, and I'm using old mattress toppers, so the whole project cost about $10 or so. Now the teal cover things, I thought they were actual zip covers, like they would close, and that was initially going to be my plan, so I didn't have to do any of that, and those cost I think $35 between the two of them. But they're like a fitted sheet just made for a couch. So I was really disappointed because I'm like, ugh, now I actually do need to make a cushion to fit this. And I'm trying not to spend too much money. And so, yeah. What am I doing? Oh my God. I'm running out of dialogue and I got nothing else to say. Just got off with customer service on Amazon. I ordered my groceries online, and I ordered a 3-pack of ground beef. Let's just change the subject because no one watches this far. Ground beef, and only one pound of ground beef arrived. It was such a pain in the ass trying to get a hold of someone in customer service because it's like, this item's not returnable. I'm like, clearly I'm not trying to return it. I want the other 2 pounds that's missing because I'm going to make tater tot hot dish so I don't have to cook for like a week because I'm trying to like prepare meals and eat normal meals. And yeah, here's my update. I'm trying to eat some kind of meal with some regularity, and so if I can make one big thing and then just heat it up throughout the week. And yeah, and I have this very large deep dish pan that I use for lasagna and tater tot hot dish, and so I need 3 pounds of ground beef and only 1 arrived. I counted this ripping of this foam, I counted this as a workout because my arms were hurting. I got sweaty. I got a blister too. So this was my workout for this day, was shredding all this mattress topper. I am rambling so much. I am on this little kick of baby steps to healthier habits and trying to do little bitty things and make little efforts towards improving just overall life. So, yeah, little walks, little workouts, and this here is one of my little workouts while Lady observes, being no help whatsoever. She's so cute. But yeah, these are old. We had 2 different mattress toppers. This thing, it got worn out, but a lot of people will say, oh yeah, that was my blister I was trying to show and did not edit right. And I'm not going to go back and re-edit. But I have a blister on my finger. It's healed now because I took forever to do. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I tried to roll the whole thing up and that didn't work. And it ripped a few stitches. So I had extra stitches I had to fix. But I'm out of things to say. Lady, just not helpful at all. Just has to come and sit on everything. Oh my goodness. But she's so cute. Look at her. She is always right by me. You can see off in the corner, there's a little floof is her tail. Yep, she's just always there. Oh my god. Yay. Last minute. I don't have to say anything else. I really need to learn how to play music or something. Alright. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have a project that you've been waiting on doing, this took me an afternoon of TV watching and stitching away furiously. And at some point I will get around to doing the second cushion, but I'm giving my blister time to heal before I do the second cushion. Yep, that's the cover from Amazon. See, if you can't match perfectly, clash. That's my rule. Thanks for watching. Ciao.